Alright, so, this is another Patreon request that I'm going to be knocking off the list. And as always, if you would like to have a Patreon request done of your own, hit the link below to my Patreon, hit the 4th tier, where if you do, you can not only send me requests for videos to do here on YouTube, but also check out the exclusive videos and other content over on my Patreon. So, let's get started. So this Patreon request comes from my good friend Jason Voorhees 2011, the co-writer I have for the Infinityverse, the shared fanfiction universe. So Jason asked me to do like kind of a sequel to a fanfiction idea I did, or rather, as he put it, a spiritual sequel. Now, if you guys remember, a little while back, I did this video called this fanfiction idea called Target Carmen Sandeigo, where essentially in that story, basically what happened was it was a story where Vile hires all these different assassins and killers to go after Carmen to finally take her out. Well, in this video, we're going to be doing a storyline where it's not so much villains going after Carmen, it's governments and superheroes going after her. So Fugitive Carmen Sandeigo this is the reboot, by the way, in case anyone's wondering. And what this story is that it starts off with Carmen getting a call from Player, freaking out. Like Jack and Ivy are like, "Have you seen the news? What did you do?" And Carmen's like, "What? What did I do? I haven't done anything yet." And there's this video of they just changed the channel to the nearest news station, and they discover that there has been an imposter of Carmen who looks exactly like her, killing guards, like in open. Like it wasn't even like a stealth kill or whatever. It's her just brutally murdering these guards as she's taking not like a relic or whatever from Vile. It's a legit like bank, and she's just taking the money and murdering not just the guards that get in her way, but she's also murdering the civilians and employees at this bank before going on her merry way. And immediately it goes to DEFCON 1 for Carmen and her crew, because what happens is that it gets announced like straight out that Carmen Sandeigo is going to be hunted down, and Carmen's like, "That's not me, I have to find a way to prove my innocence." But it's already hard to do that when Carmen is already known as a thief. So, and the thing was, like, yeah, Carmen never killed, but then this happens. So she's already wanted for theft, but now she's wanted for multiple counts of homicide. Meanwhile, while this is going on, Acme makes the chief from Acme and makes a call to other agencies out there, like the Global Justice Network and Whoop and a few other groups, and she gets them all together saying, "There's no way it's Carmen. There's like no way." And they're like, "Well, how do you know that?" And she's like, "Well, Carmen's a deep cover agent for us." And to which Dr. Director from Global Justice goes, "So you mean to tell me that you have been employing a known criminal from a terrorist organization who has been stealing objects from under us for months? Is that what you're telling me? Because if it is, we have a problem." Acme is now like disbarred from being part of the investigation because they pretty much lied about saying, Carmen's one of our deep agent for us. We can't, she couldn't have done this, and they even run like fingerprints and all that to prove this was Carmen Sandeigo who murdered these people, and they already know the chief and Jules know this isn't Carmen because, one, Carmen does not kill, but at the same time, Carmen is way more stealthy than this. It was made, she wouldn't be caught on camera, she wouldn't leave evidence behind of her. There's no way it's her. It's clearly a frame-up, but no one really fucking cares to listen. And now, and Jules basically makes a call to Carmen saying, "Look, Acme's being investigated for this because they think it was you, and if you went rogue, that's on us. So we've been disbarred from being part of the investigation, and you're not getting help. You are on your own, Carmen. You need to run, because they're going to employ anyone. They're going to employ anyone they can find to hunt you down. And it's not just her, it's not just these agencies, they're also deploying, they're also called in the aid of superheroes to hunt you down. Run. So, yeah. So what happens is that Global Justice calls their first person who could probably best hunt Carmen. That's Kim. Kim is already like fired up to go after Carmen Sandeigo, because I did a little retcon here where Carmen essentially did encounter Kim Possible a while back and actually got the drop on her and got away. Like, so Kim's always had this chip on her shoulder when it comes to Carmen Sandeigo, because she got away and one-upped her, and that's not happened a lot in Kim's life. So Kim, along with Ron, are the first ones who are on the take. Well, not on the take, but on the case, excuse me. On the case for hunting down Carmen Sandeigo. It's not just them, they also, like, G.I. Joe has also offered their service, so a squad of Joes are after her. And not to mention, Whoop designates the spies, Sam, Alex, and Clover, to go after Carmen. So yeah, it's not a good time to be Carmen Sandeigo, is all I'm saying. It's really not a good time to be Carmen Sandeigo, because she has to prove her innocence, but it's really hard to do that, so she has to find this imposter. So she already knows, like, it's probably Vile who put this together, but there's no Vile agent who could do what she did. Like, the imposter perfectly mimicked her moveset, and, like, that's really hard to do. So they basically, more or less, like, Carmen essentially has to grab Tigress and, like, just beat the ever-loving shit out of her until she got some words as to who they got to impersonate Carmen. Turns out the person who was behind all this was Zartan's sister, Zorana. Zartan's younger sister, Zorana, was the one who impersonated Carmen. She was hired by Vile to impersonate Carmen, be the imposter, and murder those people. And so Carmen's now like, if I find Zorana, I can clear this up. But unfortunately, she has to dodge the hero community because everyone's getting involved. Not only that, but Zorana, as Carmen, kills more people in another heist. She murdered more people in a heist, and that led to even more heroes showing up, such as like some big heavy hitters. Essentially, who came after her after trying to get... she actually encounters Kim in a fight. The two battle it out. And there's this fun... I want to have this fun moment where Carmen, in desperation, grabs some knocked-out guard's gun, just points it at Kim to make her stop. He goes, "I didn't kill those people." And Kim's like, "I don't care." Yes, you obviously know what movie this is a reference to. So Kim gets away, and this is the point where it's the done fucking around phase for anyone. So they put out an open call for major heavy hitters of the superhero community, and the person they drop on her, the three people they drop on her, are Danny, Shizao, and Jenny. They drop those three on her, and they're like, "You don't want to fight us," and Carmen's already like, "I couldn't even take one in a fight. This isn't like a Batman Superman situation where I can have gadgets and whatnot to prepare for all of them. No, these three would fucking kill me. If they really wanted to, they could fucking end me." So miraculously she gets away, but the point here's the catch. They were meant to flush her out. They sent someone else to finish the job. That someone was Snake Eyes. So Carmen is now being hunted by probably the most deadliest man on Earth, Snake Eyes, who's actually been given, after the last raid, is actually given the authorization to use lethal force. So now Carmen has to deal with a Snake Eyes that knows no bounds. He is going all out. Eventually, they do fight, and by fight I mean Snake Eyes kicks the shit out of her. And until Carmen has to beg Snake Eyes, Carmen has to Snake Eyes to be like, I didn't kill them, you have to believe me. And of course, Snake Eyes is training. I don't know if the mic picked that up. I'm sorry if it did. But yeah, Carmen has to like beg Snake Eyes to make him go, to trust her to get away, because she knows who's behind this. And he lets her go because his intuition's telling him like, all right. He just puts the sword away. And he's like, so Carmen eventually does track down Zorana, beats the shit out of her, like it's a hell of a beating, and drags her back to like Global Justice and G.I. Joe, and is like, there's your killer, not me. So Carmen is cleared of all charges, the murder charges at least, but the theft charges she had, they're still out there. So they're like, we're just not gonna charge you with murder. We are charging you with theft. And she's like, gotta go. So she fucks off and gets away. And there you go. So there you go, guys. That is pretty much Fugitive I almost said Kim Possible, but then again, from the same show creators, so interchangeable really. But there you go. Fugitive, Carmen Sandeigo. You guys tell me in the comments below. What did you guys think of it? Comment below, let me know. And yeah, once again, I'd like to thank Jason Voorhees 2011 for this. And as always, if you would like to have a request done, just hit the link below and head on over to my Patreon. Hit the 4th tier, do all that. And other than that, I am Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.